Namaste, dear audience. Welcome to my channel, Attitude of Gratitude. Happy Navratri to everyone. On this occasion, I was thinking, why can't we discuss on a topic related to our emotions? True meaning of Navratri is working on cleansing oneself with various type of emotions like anger, jealousy, love, guilt, fear, and lastly, offering gratitude for all the things what we have and all which we receive. So today we have with us very talented and humble personality, Miss Pallavi Naha, who is a certified emotional freedom technique practitioner, practicing since 10 years. She is co-founder of Calibri Club, an organization which helps kids and elders develop their abilities and skills. Reading is her passion. She has book club too. We will know more details while interacting with her. Hello Pallaviji, how are you? Welcome to my show.
Thank you so much, Gauriji, for inviting me. And I'm so glad to be a part of this show.
It is my pleasure too. So today's topic is FOMO, like FOMO. What is FOMO? That is fear of missing out. I never heard during my growing years. So now I'm hearing like recently it is seen often and becoming increasingly common and can cause significant stress in our life. So we will be discussing on the topic what is this phenomena called FOMO and how to recognize and what research says. Say how to manage also to keep it like away from negativity and affecting our happiness. So according to you, Palleviji, how what is FOMO?
FOMO, as I gather, is fear of missing out, right?
Yes.
Now, I think this is major. The major cause of FOMO could be, comparing our lives with somebody else's, and that is very evident when we see social media posts, where we know that a lot of people put up their best front on the social media. They will put up if they've gone somewhere, they've been traveling, or happy times going on. But that's all you see on the social media. It's not. They never put up the negative things, right? So we only know one side of the coin. We don't know the other part. Like everybody is going through something. I'm sure every life or every person has their ups and downs in life, but they show only the part that they are comfortable to show. They show only the positive things. And seeing these things, the other people start thinking that, oh my God, the grass is greener on the other side. Like, everything is going so well for that person. That person has a lovely life. They are traveling, they're having the best of everything, the best of opportunities. So it's not the reality. It is just a facade, you can say, something that people put up to show the world. But I'm sure if you are comfortable with yourself, you would not go through FOMO. So I think being emotionally strong is very important to face or to actually take care of how not to fall for FOMO. So that is very important.
Yeah, rightly said. Like FOMO is nothing but like feeling that you are missing out on something fundamental. Psychology, can we know now how to handle this phenomena?
The best thing is your name of the name of your channel. I would like to congratulate you for that first. Attitude
Thank
of
you.
Gratitude. I think that is a lovely name. And I think that is the best way out for any stress that you're facing in life. If you have the attitude of gratitude, you have no place to complain because you're so grateful for everything that you have. So I think FOMO also can be tackled using this attitude of gratitude. If you are grateful for even the smallest of things that you have, obviously you will have no place for complaints and you will not think about what you're missing out. It is one of the ways which you can tackle FOMO. The second is being more self-aware. What is it that you like? It should not be only about what other people are doing. Is that what you like, and is that what you need, and is that what you are comfortable doing? Just for the sake of doing because everybody else is doing is not right. So self-awareness, self-love is very important, because this is also FOMO is also kind of it may be that emotion that arises when they feel that fear of missing out. Could be loneliness, that you might be the only person left out, everybody else is doing it, then what about me? That loneliness is very scary for people. But if you're constantly in touch with your family, friends, if you're having a good time just at home sipping tea is also enough. You don't have to go out and, put pictures on social media saying that, yes, I'm enjoying life. So
Yes.
what is your definition for your life is again defined by you, not by others or not by the social media. So this could be another way of looking at it, or being more mindful about what makes you happy and doing the things that make you happy instead of thinking what others are enjoying, So these could be the basic ways of looking at FOMO and how you can solve FOMO. So I think being with your friends and family is of utmost important. Being satisfied with your life is very important, and being grateful. The fourth thing I could say is, being more aware of the situation around you, seeing people who are less blessed, you can say, and you can actually give charity. So if you are once doing that, it gives you a very humbling and soothing effect. And you don't have to think about what you're missing out, because there are people who are living in such conditions where you are blessed to be where you are right now. So that could be one of the ways to tackle FOMO.
Yeah, as you rightly said, like lot of temptations on social media, overload of knowledge. And so to tell you truth, I was also victim of this FOMO, but I didn't know what is this FOMO. So I used to go behind all the knowledge seeking channels. So
Right,
then one
right.
day I realized mere knowledge won't transform life. So it is the
Yeah, correct.
implementation of the knowledge, that awareness made me control this FOMO feeling.
Exactly, exactly. I think once in a lifetime, everybody goes through this FOMO fear. I can, that thing that I need to learn this, I need to learn that, I need to do that, do this. But once you realize that, see, it's only one lifetime and you're not going to be able to do everything in this lifetime. You're not going to be able to visit all the places in the world. So it's okay. Just accept the fact that whatever is possible and whatever is meant to be is meant to be. So
I know that you are an into EFT practitioner since 10 years. So how it can help in overcoming this FOMO phenomena?
that is the first thing I should have mentioned, that EFT is a very good way of countering FOMO or any emotional upheavals that anybody is going through, because EFT stands for Emotional Freedom Technique, and it helps you be more calm and composed in any situation. EFT is a combination of using affirmations and tapping on points which are used by these points are used by acupressure and acupuncture practitioners. So those are the very points where there are meridians through which our energy flows, the body energy. So if you are disturbed or you are emotionally not very stable, these meridians get blocked. So tapping helps you unblock these energy points. And once these energy points are unblocked, the energy flowing through your body is so smooth that you feel very calm and composed, whatever the situation you're in. So even if your emotion is going haywire, you can tap yourself back to this calm and composed state. And that gives you more clarity of thought and what decisions you should be taking. So obviously, FOMO, that is again a fear of missing out. So it's again an emotion which arises when you see everything going on around you or think about something that you are not being able to do. So this emotion can also be tackled using EFT by tapping and saying the affirmation along with it. So I'm sure this really helps. And once you're calm and composed, I think everything is falling into place.
Yeah, great to know that EFT is helping a lot to control our emotions, because once we are stable with our emotions, then only we'll be able to take right decisions in our life. That's what I believe.
Your calm and composed feeling. So whatever the emotions, upheavals are going on inside you can be handled thinking, you can respond to it instead of reacting, So that is very important. And EFT does that to you. It gives you the time and that mindfulness to respond to a situation. So all your decisions go right. So that is what we want in life. Clarity is what it gives.
Yes, very true, very true. Can Pallaviji, can reading and other hobbies help in overcoming this FOMO?
Yes, of course. Why not? See, fear is there because you think that you are not able to handle a situation or you're not able to do what you want to do. But if your mind can be, it can be taken away from that thought. And if you start doing something that you love to do, obviously you're so immersed in doing something that you love to do, you wouldn't feel that you're missing out on anything else. So hobbies and reading, that reading is my hobby, so I could relate to it very well. That was one of my go-to things every time I thought that I was, emotionally disturbed. So that could be my hobby, but it could be different for other people. Whatever your hobby is, because that flow of enjoying the hobby makes you forget everything else in the world. So I think that is the best way to tackle any emotional upheaval, rather, not only FOMO.
Awesome. So I have heard that you have founded a book club. So I think it will relate to the same thing. So can you elaborate a
Yeah.
little bit how it can help to
Yeah,
control our
actually,
emotions?
I love reading. I'm an avid reader. I read every day. I make it a point to read every day, and I would love to take this to the world. And I would start early. I want children to develop that habit of learning and reading. So I have started a book club for the age group of 8 to 16. And initially, when I started during the lockdown, uh, what happened is book clubs are expected to read only one book and everybody discusses the same thing. But for me, it was difficult for the children to procure all these different books which I would suggest. So what I suggested was, whatever books you have, just get them and start reading. So there's no it's not necessary that you have to have the same book. Everybody has to have the same book. So we started reading different books, and all the children read it, and then they relate to whatever incidences they have gone through in their life, relating to that uh, particular thing that they are reading. And the rest of the children also discuss the same thing. So what happens is they are able to share. The book club also enables or gives them a platform where they're able to share their emotions. They're able to share what they've gone through. So this is very difficult right now in this COVID situation, where children are not able to go out and play, and they're not able to interact with each other, nor are they able to share their feelings and thoughts with their parents or friends. So I was trying to create a platform where they can do this, and we are having a blast. I mean, I also share my childhood, incidences and all, and we really have a good time sharing all this. And obviously, I haven't taught them EFT, but I try to bring about this part of handling emotions in the book club as well, so that the earlier they learn, the better they will be in the future.
I appreciate this platform because definitely children needs to vent out their emotions. They are
Yes.
not free with their peer group or someone. So definitely this platform.
Okay.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Before we conclude, would you like to convey any message to our audience, Pallavi?
Not convey any message as such, but I would just like to share something that I think is very important. I have come across so many people who are so disturbed, and they approach me for different kinds of problems that they're going through. So what I would like to say is, most of the problems are here. It's never the right time or that situation that they are in. It's about what they think about the situation. That's more of a problem. So I can give you an example, my own example, that when my elder one was leaving for Germany, the last year, the whole year, I was crying myself off to sleep thinking he's going to go. But he was with me. And after he left, he's constantly in touch with me. Every day we talk, and now I don't feel like crying because I know that he's happy there, he's enjoying himself, he's growing as a person. So then I realized that this is what was troubling me all the time. He was here, we were enjoying that time as well. But every night I was, oh my God, he's going to go, and I don't know if he'll come back. And all these thoughts are, my own enemy was here. So our own enemy is always here. So you need to handle that very well. And that is where I tell everybody that don't think about the future and cry. Enjoy the present moment and live it. So that is more important right now.
It totally resonates. We normally do like that. No, we don't enjoy the moment. We think of the future and
Exactly.
crib
Exactly.
about
And we
it.
are worrying about it, So we are constantly worrying about the future, which is not there, which is not even
Yes.
present. So instead
Yeah.
of
No.
enjoying the present, which is so beautiful, and being
Yeah.
grateful, obviously, attitude of gratitude, I think I should, finish it off with that. That attitude of gratitude is something which has really helped me through my life. And I think it'll help everybody. So that is the first thing that everybody should follow.
Yes. Yes. Very true. Very true. Thank you so much, Palliviji, for sharing your insight about the topic and how to handle our emotions in appropriate way. How can we channel it to be a better person also, and for your valuable time too. So I believe our audience got real value addition, which they can practice in their daily life. So dear audience, your comments are very valuable. Share in the comment section below, like, share and subscribe to enjoy many more topics to be featured soon. It's really nice interacting with you, Pallavi.
Thank you so much for having me. It's a pleasure to be here. And I hope that you all, people watching here, come to know more about EFT and enjoy how to handle your emotions and your hobbies. That is also very important. Thank you so much, Gauriji, for having
Yeah,
me.
details will be definitely provided in the description about the EFT also. Definitely.
Thank you.
Thank you. Take care. Bye bye.